confirm whether we both are audible at the moment. Thank you, YouTube. All right. Just do a mic check. Mic check.
Mic check.
All right. We are live and we sound pretty good, if I may say so. So, hello and welcome everyone to the Hybrid Theory Racing League Division de Realistic. This is season 2 of Division de Realistic. And we start off in Japan at the Suzuka circuit, one of the most popular racetracks on the F1 calendar and across the entire world. It is a it's a circuit with a lot of famous corners. Yep. Sorry?
I'm not able to see anything on my screen for some reason.
You can pause and unpause, I guess.
Like, I don't have any controls. Oh yeah, I get it now. Perfect.
You get it now?
Thank you, Codemasters.
So yes, I am Chipshima. That is with me, Redstone Derp, who is again being plagued by one of the game's many difficulties. So Redstone, how do you feel about Suzuka as a track?
I mean, it's a lovely track. It's a bit of a roller coaster, if I may, and like especially getting Degner 1 and Degner 2 absolutely spot on is going to be quite crucial to put in a very good lap time, and maximizing sector 1 as well. A lot of twisty sections there, so it's going to be interesting nonetheless. And yeah, let's see what season 2 of Division D Realistic brings us.
Yes, absolutely. Pretty keen to watch it unfold, and I see an AlphaTauri coming out on track. That is bound to be Ajay Kumar. He is the only AlphaTauri racing tonight. Vifix is the only other driver we expect to show up. He is going to be in the Alfa Romeo, partnering Easy Level Bot. But yep, let's just have a look. So this is Honda's home track. What do you feel about that? Do you think that the Honda engine cars are going to get an advantage around here?
I mean, like, let's hope, given that the Ferrari engine is the quickest in realistic performance. But yeah, it'll be a great, home Grand Prix win, if I may, for Red Bull, because that's the fastest car and there's only one driver in that Red Bull so far.
Yes.
Which is Shrikant Das, and he's been rapid lately in other leagues. His performance has been stellar, if I may, and let's see what he can dish out.
Yep, and following right behind Ajay Kumar is the Williams of who would that be? I can't find it. Is that a Williams? Is that a Red Bull? Am I
behind Ajay Kumar? You said.
No, that is Manan. Yep, it is a Williams of Manan. So I couldn't really discern the colors. But so who do you think we should be on board with? Do you think Manan, or do you think it's better to go with Ajay Kumar? Manan's going out of the gravel there for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, like the Williams proving it's undrivable.
Yep, as usual. Nothing new. So Manan taking it a bit slow. He doesn't want to get caught up with the dirty air from Ajay Kumar's car, but I believe we can be on board with him. Would you like to take us through the lap?
Why don't you do that, since you know the car names better?
All right, and Manan has made a colossal mistake. So I think it would be better if we switch to Ajay Kumar, maybe. I am done.
Yeah, we can go on board. That's his debut race in the Hybrid Theory Racing League.
Yep. So Ajay Kumar going through turn 1 and 2, a bit squirmy with his steering inputs there, and taking the first few turns pretty deep. All right, maybe now going through the many continuous S turns, and he's very jittery with his throttle input. I don't really think he's had much practice, and I don't blame him. I myself haven't really played this game a lot. It's not really very fun, but nonetheless he comes up to the end of sector 1.
He was visibly so slow. I think the first sector.
I mean, if you look at his throttle inputs, I think he's just struggling with getting familiarized with the car. It seems like he's on full traction, because you obviously don't see a full throttle input through the hairpin. Yep, and now coming up through 200R, we don't really expect to see anybody lifting around here. And I mean, I expect to see higher top speeds. 298 is alright, but I think a better exit is possible. He really is. And he has had a spin.
He spun. Yeah. Yep. And that's going to impede Manan a bit. Hope not.
Yep. Speaking of whom, he is almost out of battery, and he is coming up to the very, very, very famous 130R corner. And well, that's the end of sector 2 as well.
He's braking there.
I mean, it's a Williams. Hershey has just been disqualified because he was facing the wrong way. He was at the exit of the Dunlop curve. I'm not sure what happened to him there, but he's going to take no further part in the session as Manan goes provisionally on pole position and is immediately beaten
And
by
Shrikant
4.5
goes.
seconds.
I mean, I was just about to say we're going to see lap times in the 131s, usually with equal performance, and 130s, low 130s. But yeah, that just shows these realistic performance cars struggling to find pace.
Yep, I mean, we know
I mean,
Manan.
as it stands,
yeah.
Chips,
And
as
he's
it
retired.
stands,
Shrikant.
oh, was that on track or?
Yep, he crashed out and so has Spandan.
Spandan. Oh no.
I was just on board with him there. Spandan missing a front left wheel there. So I don't think the drivers are particularly having a very good time with putting the power down.
Meanwhile,
as
Deadly Mosquito
and Quick Killer. Alright, that's a pretty good lap by Quick Killer there in the Haas to go P2. Although we haven't seen quite a few drivers on track yet. So one of whom is his teammate Smith Shah in the other Haas. He is currently down in P13. He hasn't set a lap yet. Phantom on the mediums in the Aston Martin goes P4. He's about 5 tenths down on his teammate Deadly Mosquito at the moment, but we certainly expect to see Phantom improve. And
meanwhile, Chips, I think the only car right now which is capable of challenging Shrikant's lap time will be Jishnu's McLaren, if I may.
Yep, and he is out on the hard tires and he's driving side by side with the Haas of Smith, I believe.
Quick Killer.
No, Quick Killer. All right. So I think they're just having a bit of banter there. And I hope Jishnu can turn off his battery because he is using up a bit of battery. Yep, he has done that. All right. We have Easy Level Bot driving pretty slow so as to not impede Smith Shah, who is about to come to. No, he's not using battery, so he's doing race runs. All right.
He's going to start a lap now. And
yep, no, I believe Smith is going to do race runs. I don't believe Smith is going to set a competitive time until later in the session, if at all. And that's a pretty nice helmet, if I may say so. It looks like it has polka dots and whatnot. No, that's a Santa helmet, my bad. And Smith does go P6, and he's not using any battery, but considering the fact that he's not doing so and he's still gone P6 is pretty admirable. He's about 2 seconds down on his teammate, but then again, he is not really.
I mean, considering he's going to go come out later with lower fuel load and fresher softs, I think you're going to see at least a 1.5 to 2 second improvement on that lap time.
Yep, and Easy Level Bot has a massive moment and his tail end stepped out there.
The other way.
And I hope he gets it turned around in time. He doesn't want to have what happened to Hershey happen to him. And I cannot get cinematic camera for some reason. Praise this game. Oh, lovely. What an amazing game. So I think Easy Level Bot does have enough battery to just recharge and go for another run on the same set of tires. And speaking of whom, I believe Ibrahim made a mistake on his hot lap because that is quite a long way back and he does set a representative lap time, 134. Nobody's challenging Shrikant, who is not going to be able to do anything from here on because he has crashed. But
I have a strong feeling Jishnu can potentially go for pole here.
Yep,
or
we know Jishnu.
PSI in that Alpine. It's quite possible.
And neither of them are out on track right now. But let's see. Easy Level Bot is using a battery.
Smith keeps improving. He's gone to P5 with a 133.436.
Yep. Smith doing pretty well, I'll say, in that Haas. So I believe he's going to be one to really look out for during the race. Caesar says Shrikant, Jishnu and Easy Level Bot podium. Alright, so Shrikant is a pretty safe bet, I think, at this point. But Jishnu and Easy Level Bot... yeah. We haven't seen Jishnu out on track yet, and I don't think Easy Level Bot. Yep, he's in the pits, Easy Level Bot. So, I mean, we're yet to see laps being set by quite a few drivers. Ibrahim.
And to be honest, Deadly Mosquito with a 132.9 in the slowest car. I think that's a decent effort there, to be honest.
But then again, his teammate Phantom just set that lap of 133.4 on mediums. So, I mean, both Astons are going to be pretty interesting to watch. I think that Phantom might just give us a surprise top three here. Well, that's my bold prediction. What's your bold prediction for qualifying?
Qualifying, I think Jishnu on pole. I have a strong feeling. I think it's going to be Jishnu, PSI, and Shrikant.
All
Or
right.
Jishnu, Shrikant, and PSI. That's
And-
my
All right,
predictions for quali.
Yep. So you're going to go along with what Caesar said.
Yeah, I just swapped out EC level pod there.
Yeah.
With PSI.
Yeah. PSI. Oh, we have Manan in the
Smith
grass.
is constantly improving and finding pace. So I think he's just getting up to grips with that Haas, and
Yep.
he's going to come out. And we have to look out for him as well, Chips.
Absolutely. I think Smith, we know he has the pace. He's just. His race starts are a bit unfortunate, that's all. And Manan struggling, I believe. He had a spin early on, but I think he almost had another spin. And Jishnu has started his lap, so should I be on board with him? As
Yeah,
we see
why
what
don't
could
you take us
potentially be
through
a pole lap. All right, so Jishnu coming through turns 1 and 2 in that McLaren's, the Daniel Ricciardo McLaren. So let's hope it fares him better than it did Daniel Ricciardo. Now coming up through the S turns. This is a nice flowy section. You really need to get your car hooked up properly, and he's hitting pretty much every apex. He gets his car turned in, and there's a Haas who spun there, but thankfully he didn't not ghost and cause him any issues. And Jishnu coming up to Degner 1 and the end of Sector 1, he is 33.1. That's a pretty good time. And through Degner 1, Degner 2, he keeps the car under control. Now approaching the hairpin, it's a little uphill section here. Now he goes from the inside to the outside, and he goes back to the inside, taking the inside line and getting a nice launch out of the corner there. And we see another yellow flag for some reason.
He loses it a bit.
Oh, I was on
Jishnu
cinematic.
loses it.
Yep. He has enough time.
Such a good lap so far.
Yep, he has enough time to come and change his tires and go out for another lap. But that seemed like a pretty good lap by Jishnu. He seemed committed from what
looking
I
at
could
his
see.
inputs and the lines he was taking and how early he was on the throttle, given that he's driving a McLaren, he was really driving that car to the limit.
Yep.
So he has space.
Let's
Jishnu
see.
really has space here.
And let's have a look at PSI, who takes a different approach, and he has a bit of a moment as well. So he decides to continue with his lap. Was it a moment or was it just lag? I'm not sure. But PSI going through 200R and keeping it committed, obviously. Why wouldn't he? Now through the spoon curve, this is where we saw Seb Vettel and Max Verstappen come to blows in 2018. But nobody's coming to blows here. This is a qualifying session after all. And PSI still committed. Still, he's going to finish his lap, I believe. No doubt about that. Now approaching 130R. PSI, what's he going to do? He doesn't lift. I think that shows he has some confidence.
Sector 2 as well. I mean,
Yep.
I'm not trusting it yet, but
Yep, that is some proper confidence with the car. PSI loves his Alpine, and he is going to come up to the line, and he goes P2. That's a good lap by him there. He is about 7 tenths down, but I mean, PSI
I
does
still
love
think he has a lot of time to find,
And he
given
validated.
that he made
Yep.
a few errors.
Yep, PSI loves this car, and
I mean, Jishnu, even with
shows.
such a huge mess up, he's gone P6.
yep, and he is still. Well, he's on an in lap.
Yeah.
We see a lap time of 2 minutes 11 seconds from Ajay Kumar. I believe that is he's had a spin or something in that lap because, well, that's not
Or maybe
ideal.
he's
Obviously,
just new to the game, getting
Yeah.
up to the grips.
yeah, but I think that would probably that would give a lap time of say 148. I'm pretty
Meanwhile,
sure.
EC level board crossing the line, and he goes
P2.
P2 with a 131.2 in an Alfa Romeo. That's a stellar lap from him.
Well,
Wow.
good prediction there, Caesar, because it seems like it's gonna come true. You have Shrikant and Easy Level already in P1 and P2, and Jishnu I think is gonna follow suit as well. I think Phantom made a mistake on his lap, but that's a pretty stellar lap by Easy Level Bot in the Alfa Romeo, which is not even close to being the fastest car. He is almost matching a Red Bull on pace, so that is phenomenal.
I still think he has 2 more tenths in him, to grab pole.
You think he can break into the 130s?
Possibly, if he puts that lap in, I'm pretty sure, he can find a bit of time, but let's see. That's still a great lap.
Yep,
To be
it
honest.
is. It really is. He can be very proud of that lap, but I know as a racing driver, You always just want to be that bit faster than you have already achieved.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the racing driver mentality. We see JK, Ajay Kumar, and Ibrahim on an out lap. So, well, they are well down the order. I expect all three of them to improve quite significantly on their lap times. One of whom is, well, Ajay Kumar. Let's see what he decides to do, how he fares actually. I see a car filing out of the pit lane. That is likely PSI, or who is it? Manan, I believe. Yeah, that is Manan. All right. So the P10 to P13 group is all out on track right now. The rest are yet to come out on track. They really have to rush and come out because 3 minutes left. With bunching up
And
and with backing up,
I'm
yeah.
just hoping for the sake of everyone that they don't run into traffic
And
in those dying laps, dying
yup,
stages of
and
qualifying.
exactly. I sincerely hope so. And although if I look at the pit lane, nobody's really eager to come out right now. I don't think Easy Level Bot is gonna be coming out for another lap. I think he just put all his efforts into that one singular lap there, and we can't really blame him for it either. JK about to start his lap. Jagdish, JK gave me worse. I see a car out in the pit lane there. But nonetheless, JK gave me worse. He is currently P12 and hoping to set a better lap time, and he goes very deep through turn 1. That is, but he's not invalidated, so thankfully that is, I think it's alright. You see a full course yellow flag for some reason. What's happened there? I'm not entirely sure. And following JK is going to be Ajay Kumar, who is also coming through the SS section, now approaching the Dunlop curve. And alright, Easy Level Bot, Deadly Mosquito and Jishnu are on their out laps. They have just enough time to come out and set a lap. It is going to be very close. I don't think PSI is going to come out on another lap.
I highly doubt it. I don't think he'll be able to make it.
And with everybody on their out laps, we can probably just follow Ibrahim, Manan, JK and Ajay Kumar, who are yet to improve, I believe. Ibrahim following Ajay Kumar, coming up through 200R, and Ibrahim.
Ajay Kumar's already out of ERS.
Wow. I believe he doesn't know that the game by default puts you on the hot lap mode. Yeah, because
that's probably what's happened here.
Yeah, I was on board with him during his out lap as well. PSI, I believe, has just come out. He is not going to make it to the line in time, I believe. He's really not timed it well, because I don't think you can get to the line in time in a minute if you're at the Dunlop curve. And Ajay Kumar does improve. Yep, there you go. That is a representative time. And he goes P11. We see Ibrahim move up into P8, and we are going to yet to see Jishnu. So I'm going to be onward with Jishnu. If you find anything interesting, spot anything interesting, you can just let me know. I shall follow Jishnu's lap. So Jishnu in the McLaren, currently P7. He made a mistake on his first flying lap. We are yet to see the best of him. So he's going to come through turns 1 and 2, pretty committed, and he doesn't let go of the throttle whatsoever. He was pretty committed there, and now approaching the SS section. Jishnu, he's hooking up the car pretty well. I see a yellow flag. I hope that's not ahead of him. That's an Aston Martin. I hope that hasn't affected his concentration. But through Dunlop, yep, it looks like he's pretty dead set on improving. And as he comes to the end sector 1, he is down by a tenth and a half about. Now through Degna 1 and 2, it looked pretty clean. Now approaching the hairpin, he needs to nail this. We saw him get a very good exit last time, and let's see, he sticks to the inside, switches to the outside, and he gets a decent exit. PSI has not been able to make it to the line in time. But let's follow Jishnu, ahead of whom I believe is the 3-car train, who I hope doesn't get in his way. Now coming through Spoon Curve, Jishnu, he's taking up all the track and more in the pursuit of the best lap time possible. Now approaching the back straight and approaching 130R and onto the back straight. Jishnu, let's see, sector 2, he's up by 2.1 seconds. I believe that is going to be enough to get him pole position at the moment, but he needs to nail the Cassier triangle. So let's see, he goes a bit hot into the first part of the chicane there. Easy Level Bot has retired, and Jishnu is going to come up to the line. Is this going to be pole for the McLaren driver? Yes, it is. It's a 130.9.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that's a great lap by Jishnu there. And let's see if anybody else is going to be improving. We see Quick Killer in the Haas come up to the line, and he does improve. He goes up into P4. Phantom, is he going to improve? He does, but he stays in P6. His teammate Deadly Mosquito, he is not on a hot lap, and he has had a spin.
He's locked his rears and he's gone round.
Yup, and Manan has invalidated. So that is qualifying done. Well, interesting there. Caesar, I believe, has rigged this because it's a 1-2-3, not in the exact order, but it's a 1-2-3 for the exact drivers that he called out. And well, interesting. Very, very interesting. It's a McLaren, Red Bull, and Alfa Romeo, also Sauber, 1-2-3, and a Haas P4, P5, Quick Killer, and Smith. Actually, I must say they are separated by less than a tenth. A great effort by both of them there to put their car ahead of the Alpine and even a McLaren. But well, we now move on to qualifying. I must say one thing: the drivers took a bit of time to come out on track. So it is possible that some part of the race may be a wet race. Do you think?
Let's see. Let's see what's in store for us. I hope it's a wet race. You know me. I genuinely hope it's a wet race, but I don't think most of the drivers there would want that. So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and not jinx anything. But yeah.
Yep. So let me just run through the grid order. I don't think I can. The only driver to not set a lap time was Hershey, who got disqualified for, I believe it was a stupid reason, the game being amazing as usual. But we see 7 drivers within a second of the pole sitter. Pretty impressive. And now we move on to the main race.
It does look overcast, Chips. So maybe we will see some rain towards the later stages of the race.
Yep. I believe it's going to be more in the sense of the race start is dry, then it transitions into a wet phase, and then it goes back to dries by the end of the race. I have a feeling. Well, let's see. What do you think regarding the weather?
I think mixed conditions would really switch up the order quite a bit and give the likes of Jishnu a fighting chance, because the Red Bull behind him is going to be quite rapid.
Yep.
So if it rains and Jishnu, PSI, EC level board, they're quite good in wet conditions as well. So that could pan out fairly well for them, considering they keep themselves out of incidents.
Yep. Let's have a look at tire choice. That will reveal pretty much everything. And everybody is on either mediums or hards. So I don't think there's rain for the foreseeable future at least. And well, we have the top 2 on mediums, easy level bot in the Alfa Romeo on the hard tires. Then we have
so he's opted out for the alternate strategy. Interesting.
Yep. Quick Killer, Smith and PSI are on the mediums, and we have 2 disqualifications in the form of JK Game Viewers and Hershey. Not sure what's happened to them. Phantom in the Aston Martin is on the hard tires, and easy level bot has made a slight mistake, I believe, because he's tumbling down the order, and that's not what you want during a formation lap. Deadly Mosquito, okay, everybody from Deadly Mosquito to JK Game Viewers is on the mediums, and Hershey, the sole Mercedes in this race, is on the hard tires. And I believe Manan is out of position because he is in the middle of the pack and he's in the gravel. But, well, nonetheless, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Ooh, he hits the wall. Is he trying to be in formation with PSI? Not too sure.
The Williams of Manan.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Overtaking PSI.
Exactly. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he is really racing through the field there. I believe he just wants a good grid slot. Good positioning into his grid slot rather. Through spoon curve. I'm not sure because the car behind him is, well, genuinely long ways back, and I believe Spandan in the other Alpine made a mistake. We didn't see much of Spandan either during the majority of qualifying, and PSI, I believe we didn't see the best of him because he couldn't get to the line in time. He didn't really time it well rather. And we see Jishnu and Shrikant at the Casio triangle, and easy level bot a bit further back. He's stuck in some traffic.
Shrikant going really
Liberties.
wide there.
Yep, and Quick Killer is going through the gravel there. Interesting. Smith weaving.
The McLaren of Jishnu just
Manan
ramming
drove
into the Honda barrier.
And Spandan has had a spin, and he's almost in the pit lane there. And he's doing donuts. He's celebrating something. The year of the rabbit, maybe. But nonetheless, I believe he is going to be the last car to line up. So would you like to take us through the race start?
You can do that, Chips. I'm just going to be on board with someone in the midfield.
Alright, that would be good. And I need a good camera angle, please, game. Can you do that? I don't think you can because you're not very good at it, apparently. Nonetheless, we have 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's a bit of a pause and his lights out and... Come on. And away we go. It's a good start for Jishnu. It's a good start for Quick Killer who gets a good launch. But Shrikant did not get a very good launch there. And I'm not getting good camera angles here. But we see Easy Level Bot battling the Red Bull and he's off into the gravel there. Both the Haas boys have got a very good start. As his PSI Legends who's moved up into P5. Easy Level Bot's got a pretty bad start. He's dropping down the order. As is Phantom. So the hard tire runner is not really getting the good start there. Further back I see Hershey has made up a couple of places. But up ahead it is a great start by Quick Killer who's moved up into P2 on those medium tires, and in the Haas he's ahead of the Red Bull there who is really hounding him. Shrikant hounding the Haas there as they go through Degna 1 and Degna 2. He does not get a very good run through there, but the Red Bull is the superior car. He is going to get some really good traction, I believe, and the timing screen is glitched, I believe, for some reason.
And big contact here. Hershey, Ajay Kumar and
Deadly Mosquito.
Was...
Yep, there's a lot of chaos going on at the back there, but up front, Quick Killer is hounding Jishnu despite being in an inferior car, not a very inferior car, but we see something happen to Ajay Kumar, I believe. He's having problems, but I don't think Jishnu is really enjoying this. He is, I believe, struggling a bit with traction, or is that just the... Yep, something's up with the timing screen. Well, I hope it just fixes itself by the time we reach the finish line. And look at Shrikant, he's running wide through 130R and into the Casio triangle. He sends one down the inside and he overshoots the turn and he has to cut the chicane there. And well, Quick Killer gets back past him. I don't think that was very clever by Shrikant there. He's lost a position to Smith and he's now under pressure from PSI. The Alpine absolutely hounding the Red Bull and he's gonna send one down the inside. Is he? No, he is not. He's gonna wait for his time, and that is not right now. And
Smith going a little wide there,
and he's under pressure from Shrikant. So Shrikant, I believe, is just getting a bit impatient, which he doesn't need to do. Yellow flags for somebody. Manan, he is not enjoying that Williams whatsoever. His teammate JK Game, he was behind him, is holding up Deadly Mosquito. He didn't want to run in the back of his teammate, and well, Ajay Kumar into the pit lane. He has fitted onto the medium tires again, so I'm not sure why he's done that. And okay, JK and Manan are really holding up Deadly Mosquito, and Deadly Mosquito runs to the back of JK Gamey was there and he loses a bit of his front wing.
The left end plate is gone.
Yep, wow. That was, I'm not sure why.
PSI on Shrikant Das, he's hounding him right now.
Yep,
less than 2/10.
I must say, I'm not sure why Manan and JK Gamivers were driving so slowly. I mean, we know the Williams is slow, but it's not that slow.
I'm not sure. Getting an excellent run on
and look at him
Shrikant.
Through 130R. Is he going to be able to get close? He's going to make a move through the Casio triangle. He is going to send one. He goes a bit hot into the corner there. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at the two Haas boys. Smith right behind Quick Killer. Is he going to make a move? Spandan is the fastest lap. Meanwhile, Maran gets a penalty.
Chaotic.
Yep. And it's just 3 laps in. Yet to see a lot of action here. Manan gets a penalty and Spandan got the fastest lap. So the two Alpines are now in formation and the timing screen has finally sorted itself out.
The top 6, it's all to play for, Chips. PSI falling a little behind and Spandan is on him right now. I don't think there's going to be any team orders whatsoever there.
Nope. I mean, there is no constructors championship. It's just a drivers
Yeah.
championship. After all, the teams are going to be changed every weekend. So every race weekend rather. So, well, let's see. Spandan getting a good exit. Phantom has left the session.
Phantom has left the session. Let me send him an invite real quick.
Yup, and he is likely going to be overtaken by Harshi by the time he rejoins. But let's see. Up ahead, Quick Killer back on the heels of hot on the heels of Jishnu, who, well, he's not been able to pull away. I believe the Haas has very good straight line speed, but the McLaren is just that bit better in the corners, and Jishnu running a bit wide there. Not sure what happened to him, but nonetheless, through the Castillo triangle, Quick Killer getting a good exit, and he messed up his exit there.
But he still gets DRS, so that's going to pull him closer.
Yup, and look at this DRS train behind Quick Killer, and Shrikant Das, is he going to make a move into turn 1 on Smith? No, he decides to hold on for now. But, I mean, we saw his move on Quick Killer on lap 1. I think he's a bit too impatient right now. He is in the faster car, he probably has the pace as well, but he just needs to bide his time. He needs to play it smart. And he should be able to get it done. Have you sent the invite to Phantom?
Yes, I have. And
alright, because he's just about to be overtaken by Harshi, and he just has been overtaken by Harshi, and soon to be overtaken by Ibrahim.
He's not
as
online as we speak, so I think it's probably a power cut or something. I don't know. Yep, that's unfortunate for him. He was doing quite well.
Yep. And Shrikant getting a very good run out of the hairpin there on Smith, who himself is also hounding Quick Killer. And behind them, the two Alpines, PSI and Spandan on the same strategy. And, well, that's Phantom, alright. And Shrikant is so close to Smith. And you can just look at how much pace he has. And, welcome back, Phantom. We are not going to go to you right now because we're going to follow Smith and Shrikant was side by side approaching 130R. Who's going to be out in front? And they're still side by side. It's a great battle. This wheel to wheel and approaching the Casio triangle. Smith and Shrikant, they make contact. They make contact again. And, well, that was some good close racing. It did end in a bit of contact there. And PSI getting a brilliant run on the Red Bull. He's going to go for a move around the outside. Into turn 1, he's going to be able to make it stick though. Let's see. Into turn 1, Shrikant has to almost cut the corner. PSI runs wide there to avoid contact. And further back, I believe Spandan just got a bit distracted there. He ran a bit wide himself. But Shrikant losing.
I feel like Shrikant really needs to calm down and focus on the race, because it's a long race and the car has pace. So he just needs to keep it clean and not get involved in incidents.
Yep, would you call it impatience or would you just call it opportunism? The moves he's trying to make.
Probably impatience.
Yeah, I think he's a bit too eager. I mean, understandably so. He is in a visibly faster car. It's been 5 laps and we've seen enough drama for an entire race. That speaks volumes about this entire ordeal. Let's see if Spandan can possibly make a move on Shrikant. Manan gets another penalty. Let's just have a look at the position changes in a moment. Yep. So we see Quick Killer and Smith. The Haas boys have made up 2 places each, as has PSI and Shrikant. Oh, he's running into what's he doing? Oh,
what was that? What did I just see?
I think he's running wide again. And he gets a penalty. He's really not doing himself any favors. And he runs deep into the corner. Himself. What's happened all of a sudden?
Spandan to get an excellent run on him.
And the Alpine driver is going to get the Red Bull driver. What's happened to Shrikant?
I don't see any damage as such as well.
Yeah, so I don't exactly understand what happened to Shrikant there. Lap 5 was not kind to him. He's lost a whole lot of time and a whole lot of places as well. And Phantom getting back past Ibrahim. Very close between the two of them. The McLaren and the Aston Martin.
And Phantom loses it.
And they make contact. Yup, and Ibrahim has to hold on. That caused a yellow flag, but thankfully neither of them came to blows. Well, this is chaotic.
Meanwhile, Harshi has gained 6 positions.
Yep. If you would like to run us through the position changes, I feel like I've been speaking a lot these past few laps.
Yeah. So the person who's gained the most number of positions is Hershey. He's gained 6 positions. He's in P8 right now, starting from the back of the grid. And the person who's lost the most number of positions is Deadly Mosquito. He's lost around 6 places.
Yep.
And Spandan's done incredibly well as well. He's gained around 5 positions. So the Alpine boys and the Haas boys are really giving it their best shot at it.
Oh, Manan makes contact with his teammate there. What happened there? I'm not sure what the two Williams boys are doing. And Deadly Mosquito getting past Ajay Kumar, who's had a massive moment there. He's spun in the gravel at the Dunlop curve. PSI with the fastest lap. fastest lap. And yes, sorry to cut you off there. That was a bit of a weird moment there between the two Williams teammates. But Spandan's done a very good job. And he spins!
No.
No.
I think the commentator's curse is real, Chips. And his front wing does look intact.
Yep, he didn't make contact, so sorry, Spandan. My apologies. Sincere apologies. JK and Manan, what are these two doing? They've been at it since the start of the race, and we see a yellow flag for who is that? Ajay Kumar, I believe. He is about to be lapped by Jishnu. So Ajay Kumar not really having a very pleasant debut race.
And JK Gamey was going wide there. Like these Williams boys. Oh, wow.
And we have Malav with us, who says he started watching from lap 5 and chaos. Thank you, Malav. Your presence is very appreciated in this chat too. Let us know what your top 3 predictions are. Ajay Kumar is about to be lapped and he is really struggling. He is breaking 130R.
Do you think we're going to see an overtake incoming between Quickler and Smith? I mean, he's really closed up.
Yup, although I must say Phantom and Ibrahim are also pretty close. But yeah, I believe the two Haas boys are...
And Quickler has a bit of a twitch. Getting onto the main straight.
Is that going to allow Smith?
Is that enough? No, it's not.
Not at the moment. So let me just switch over to the tire graphic, and yup, we see Ajay Kumar in the pits. He is a lap down, unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for Smith, I believe. Well, not that, but the fact that he's getting some great drive and some great grip while being stuck behind his
Meanwhile,
teammate.
Srikanth goes into the gravel, I think, because his tires are quite dirty.
Yep, they've cleaned up now,
and
but
it's just not working out for him since lap 5. I mean, he's in the fastest car.
So I'm not sure. Manan into the pit lane, meanwhile.
Meanwhile, Smith and Quick. And Manan has retired in the pits. Yeah, I think he's had enough of that, Williams.
Yep. I'm not sure what happened between him and JK. I'm pretty sure we're going to see some reports between the two of them. But
Smith has fallen back quite a bit, but he's clawing back that time.
I think Smith is a setup better suited for the corners, while Quickler has it better suited for the straight line speed. For the straights.
No, I think it's the other way around. I think Smith is struggling quite a bit in the corners. I don't know. It's difficult to say because he's catching him all the way and he wasn't using any battery as such. We have a yellow flag.
And we have a...
Is that...
No, that's not a safety car. Smith into the pit lane. I believe somebody has had a moment. Somebody has crashed or something. Who would that be? Is that
Ibrahim?
Alright, and Manan is at the session. JK driving pretty slowly. He has... Well, his car looks intact.
Someone spun. I saw a spinner.
I did as well. I can't really find out. Oh, that is Ajay Kumar.
Ah, okay.
Yep, and he is about to be lapped by JK Gamey Verse. Oh, P11 about to lap P14. That is pretty heartbreaking, I believe, for a racing driver. And Smith has come out just behind Phantom. That is really gonna make him upset, I believe, because if he would have come out just ahead, that would have really helped him.
And Ibrahim's on him as well. Those hards take a little bit of time to get warmed up and be in the ideal operating window. So
Ibrahim not really able to make the move. Oh, we see Quickler has had a moment. Quickler has had a moment. He spun or something because he's now fallen down to P4. Now PSI is in P2. And Quickler, what did you do?
His front wing does look intact.
Yep, I believe people are
Smith
just.
losing out to Ibrahim as well.
Oh, there's a weird ghosting effect going on with the cinematic camera. Cars look a bit odd there, but yeah, Smith and Ibrahim's past Smith, and
But
Hershey
he's
about
run out of
to.
VRS chips. Ibrahim's done. He's exhausted his
Yup.
battery.
Smith has enough battery. A yellow flag for, I believe that is Ajay Kumar. I don't need to. Alright, I have switched, but I didn't need to switch for that. Quick killer in the pits. Alright, and look at easy level bot and Hershey. That's almost gearbox to front wing there. A yellow flag for some reason. That is Ajay Kumar again. Hershey into turn 1. Easy level bot covers it off. He did move a bit into the braking zone there, but thankfully there was no contact between the two of them. But look at the grip and the pace which Hershey has compared to the Alfa Romeo ahead of him. Another yellow flag. What do we do there? Smith and Quick Killer. Smith has jumped Quick Killer, so Quick Killer's spin has cost him dearly over there. And his tires are now really not going to be up to temperature either.
And Ibrahim's on him. And Quick Killer going all sorts of wide.
And look
there.
at Hershey and
Quick Killer goes around, goes to the gravel.
Oh, he was trying to push a bit too early, I believe.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ibrahim crashes out.
Oh,
lost his front wing,
and that's going to be a safety car. That's a VSC. Is that a VSC or is that a full safety car?
That's a VSC. That is a VSC.
I see the safety car. I saw it from Deadly Mosquito's car, but I think that is a VSC. There's no need for a full safety car there. But what does Jishnu do now? What does Jishnu, PSI and Shrikant do? What do they do now? Do you pit?
Think ideally they should be pitting, yeah.
Yeah, I think there is no reason to really stay out. And Jishnu is gonna dive into the pit lane, as is
does PSI,
as does Shrikant.
And so does Shrikant.
Now, what do Easy Level Bot and Hershey do?
I think Easy Level Bot will stay out. Yes, he does.
Oh.
And Hershey stays out as well.
Yep. I'm not sure what happened between the two of them there. DRS enabled, the green flag is back out, and PSI has jumped Jishnu. So did Jishnu have front wing damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Can you just check on the race director? But there's no way. It's not logical in any way. But well, these three have managed to jump Smith and Quick Killer. So Shrikant making up the positions he lost. And sector 1, what's happened to PSI? He's had a spin. No, PSI. He's trying to push a bit too early. And he has made a pretty colossal mistake
he's
there.
He's still in the mix though. He's getting passed by Smith there.
Yeah, so oh, the eagerness is really costing drivers today. Shrikant, PSI, and even I'll say Quick Killer, who was pretty eager to get down on the power. The outlap is really not time to push because you don't really have much grip. And Ajay Kumar goes for another spin. Deadly Mosquito. Okay, JK Kimivas and Ibrahim are in the pit lane. Ibrahim and Deadly Mosquito are going to be pretty close into turn 1, but I think nothing doing for now. Hershey still hounding Easy Level Bot, but further back, another yellow. No. Well, it keeps distracting me, the yellow flag. I'm not sure who it is.
Ibrahim and Deadly Mosquito.
Do they make contact?
I don't think they made contact, but I think there was just a position swap.
Just gonna follow the battle for the lead here. Easy Level Bot under threat from Hershey, who gets a very good run and is gonna get DRS and is gonna be in the slipstream, but he is losing time. No, I don't think he has a setup for the straights. Hershey. Shrikant on Jishnu. Is this the move he's been waiting for? I think he's a bit too far back to make the move right now. But Shrikant is really in prime position now. Smith getting past the Phantom.
Smith and Phantom going at it.
Smith made the move around the outside. I don't know if you caught that. I didn't, but I hope you did. It would have been pretty something to watch. Look at Shrikant on Jishnu. This is for the tentative lead of the race. Net lead, sorry. And well, Jishnu, I believe his McLaren is really coming back to bite him now. His car's performance. And Shrikant, look at the grip and the speed, extra speed which Shrikant can carry. Going under the bridge there. Shrikant through the corners is pretty impressive. But made a bit of a mistake there mid corner because he fell back a bit. Hershey is tormenting easy level bot up ahead, and
Oh, Jishnu. Oh, Shrikant going wide there.
Shrikant just needs to calm down.
Jishnu's being very strategic about this. He's placing his car in all the right places.
And look at Hershey, look at Hershey. I believe he's gonna make a move on this lap. We see a car in the pit lane, but Hershey gonna make a move around the outside of turn 1. Can he make it stick? They make contact, easy level bot, and they make contact again. And they both are into the gravel, and Hershey's driving the wrong way. But well, that is completely unnecessary between the two of them.
The stewards room going to be quite busy this week, if I may.
Yep. That was not something which is necessary between the two of them.
Meanwhile, Shrikant again
on Jishnu and PSI on Phantom. So Phantom, who's not made a pit stop, is really hassling PSI, who is losing time to Quick Killer behind him, who is really chasing back up the field after his mistake early on. But yep, Shrikant, he gets close, but then he can't really make it stick. That's the problem, I believe. He gets a bit too impatient. Yep, I'm not sure.
It's Hershey on easy level bot again.
Do they make contact?
No, they don't. Like, they're just going at it.
I'm not sure why they both are out of blood.
Hershey's almost exhausted his battery.
Yep, and Ajay Kumar has retired from the session on the track, and his car is driving, so I believe he's just had enough, but that is gonna
and
a problem. And
Hershey runs into the back of easy level bot.
Pushing easy level bot, and easy level bot is gonna carry on without a right end plate. I believe, is it a right or left end plate? No, a left end plate. My apologies there. But for the back, let's see Jishnu. He did not get a very good run out of the final corner. I think the Casio triangle, and Shrikant into turn 1. He is gonna go for a move down the inside, and Jishnu breaks early trying to go for the switchback, but Shrikant covers it off pretty well, and he has now moved up into the net lead of the race. They are about 4 seconds behind the leading pair, and well, who are still so close, and they make contact. His level bot is off into the gravel there. Hershey tapped the back of the Alfa Romeo, and what are these two doing? Why are these?
That's not okay. I mean, whatever they're doing, that just doesn't sit right.
They're out for blood. But why?
Yeah.
What did they do to one another? Not sure what's going on. And look at Shrikant. Look at Shrikant.
Easy.
Under the bridge, he almost touched the. And he's going to.
And he sends one down the inside.
And Deadly Mosquito's retired. He has retired. On track. That is likely going to be a safety car. That's a full safety car.
That's actually saved easy level bot quite a bit. He can go into the pits. He's going to lose relatively much time compared to these guys.
And half race distance has been covered. So what do you do?
I mean, like,
Quick Killer. No.
He spun.
No, he got a drive through.
Wow.
He was so promising, but he has thrown it pretty much all away. But never say never. It is Formula 1. Anything can happen. We do know that.
Do we see him pit?
I believe we do for the mediums, because it does make sense.
Yeah, and he does dive in.
Yeah, I believe the stewards would like to take a note at Ajay Kumar's retirement, because I believe he retired on track. Easy level bot. Ooh, locking up.
Ooh, that was close.
Everybody bar Smith has pitted. Smith and PSI, everybody bar the two of them have pitted, and I believe it's a no-brainer. They're all gonna go onto the medium tires. Yup, and Phantom, I believe he is gonna be a big gainer in all of this. He's really gonna be in the mix here, and he's gonna be on fresh tires.
Oh, Jishnu pits as well.
Yup, wow. I mean, I was expecting them all to pit. Anyways, because, well, let's see. Not sure, but yeah, Quick Killer. What's he gonna do here from here on? Ibrahim and JK is a long ways back. So, wow. Do you think that Smith and PSI can hold on?
Is 40 seconds behind,
and JK is 40 seconds behind Ibrahim. And Ibrahim into the pit lane.
Ibrahim cuts the pit entry as well.
Although, yep.
Caught in 4K.
Yep. I mean, wouldn't really switch to him in time, but nonetheless, JK, he is gonna be last of the running cars. Do you believe that Smith and PSI have what it takes to hold off the charging pack behind them?
They certainly do. I mean, like, given how Hashi and Shrikant have been driving, they've been quite impatient. So I'm hoping they don't ruin it for Smith and PSI. Because, like, a few like moves that I saw from Hashi were very questionable. Wouldn't expect that from someone who's been
I mean, the
racing
both
for
of them
quite a
actually.
fair while.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, yeah, we have to consider the both of them. If there's an incident, it involves two parties. Meanwhile, we have Malav in the chat asking, how do you not cut the pit entry at Suzuka? So, would you like to
Maybe he
answer?
could teach us,
In a Ferrari?
Or maybe he could, tell us about his Baku race start, where he didn't last 2 seconds.
Nonetheless, Malav, do race in realistic sometime. We would love to have you here. Absolutely. But nonetheless, we wait for the rest of the field to catch up. So JK did not pit. Jagdish did not pit. He says it's impossible to not cut the pit entry. So, I mean, I do agree with him there. The pit lane at Japan is a bit odd.
No, I mean, I think I saw Ibrahim come, like, almost hit the pit entry wall. He was on the grass and then he cut back in. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I do think that is sensible, but oh, he's off track. What is JK doing? Up ahead, well, it is a very closely bunched up field. Ajay Kumar has left the session. He has retired, and I am pretty sure he retired on track. Couldn't switch to him obviously after the car is retired, but the field is very bunched up. I really think it would be good if you were on board with somebody in the midfield rather during the restart, because
I think I'm going to stay on board with the EC level bot, see what kind of what he's able to do from P7.
Yep. Spandan, he was right behind his teammate prior to the safety car. Let's see what he can do. We haven't seen a lot from him either during today's race. He has made a fair few mistakes, I believe, and I mean, his qualifying, he retired pretty early on. Let's see what he does. Hershey has really been given a massive lifeline here, thanks to the safety car, because otherwise I believe he would have been around P6 or P8, between P6 and P8. Not sure. But Ibrahim has caught up to the field. JK is approaching the hairpin, taking the hairpin, exiting the hairpin. And he is... I believe the safety car is going to be in at the end of this lap. Do you think so?
I hope so. I mean, JK is still quite a bit far behind.
It's going to be a late call if it is. And they end sector 2, and safety car is in this lap. It's a very late call. I'm going to be on road with PSI. You can be on road with easy level as you had decided. So what does PSI do? What does Smith do? What do the cars behind them do? We're about to find out. We have 11 laps as we come across the line to go. And Smith taking it tentative, not really letting PSI know when he's gonna launch. Smith still weaving around, and he has bolted. PSI did not get a good restart there, and Hershey is gonna be hounding PSI, and behind him Shrikant also hounding the Mercedes there, and into turn 1 are any moves gonna be made? I believe the Red Bull and the Mercedes come very close, but nobody was brave enough to make a move into turn 1. And I mean, understandably so.
Meanwhile, Hershey really hassling PSI.
Yep.
This is lifting off completely to not run into the back of him.
And look at the Quick Killer. He is right on the back. Oh, Phantom and PSI easily made contact, and I believe Quick Killer was also involved. There was some weird contact over there, but Phantom is round. He is now in last place, and he has no front wing, I believe. Yep, and now Spandan trying to make a move on easy level, but he's gonna send one around the outside or send one down the inside. No, neither of those, because he's a fair ways back.
Meanwhile, Smith he's flying right now. He got an amazing restart.
And Jishnu hounding Srikanth. It's the opposite of what was happening earlier. But I think Smith's advantage is more so because PSI is really holding up Harshi, who's got a great exit out of the spoon curve. And they come to 130 yard. They made contact there. I heard some wheel banging. And he's going to send one down the inside. Is he Harshi? No, he does not. But wow, that is some incredible close racing. And they come up to the Castillo triangle. Who is going to be the last of the late breakers? He makes contact. I believe he ran into the back of PSI. Well, I mean, I'm not going to make any judgments there, but I couldn't really see it properly. But further back, we see a yellow flag for somebody. Is that JK Game Evers? I believe it is. But we see Jishnu, we see so many cars. Harshi, is he going to make a move around the outside?
No, but almost running into the back of Harshi.
Yup. It's close racing
Jishnu
after
just
all.
Needs to be patient here and hope for an incident up ahead because he's just hanging back right now.
Look at Harshi, look at the way he's just sticking to the rear end of the Alpine there. And I believe PSI is really getting flustered by this, and he does not get a good exit. And through the Dunlop curve, Harshi makes contact with PSI. They make contact again going into Degna 1. Is the track too narrow, or are they just racing hard? What's going on? I mean,
Srikanth.
Is he going to go for a move down the inside? Oh, Srikanth almost sent one, and Easy Level did send one down the inside. I believe he made contact with Jishnu, and Spandan gets past Easy Level Bot. So I think Easy Level Bot made a mistake there, because there's no way.
There's way too much going on at the moment.
Yep, too much to follow, and now Jishnu under pressure from Spandan.
Going back to Harshi and PSI going wide.
Smith is almost 2 seconds clear.
Yeah, and he's
oh, look at this. My word,
drafting going on here, and they make contact again.
Look at these two.
Like Harshi just not like.
And Srikanth behind them. Srikanth is going to go for a move. Harshi on the back of PSI. Yeah, PSI has to cut the corner. Harshi has to cut the corner. And for the back, Jishnu makes contact with the Easy Level Bot, I believe. No, Harshi just dives in the pits. What are these camera angles? I swear. Oh, I believe that was Ibrahim. I'm not sure what happened, but Harshi into the pit lane and Easy Level Bot.
Squeezing between Jishnu and Easy Level Bot.
That's Ibrahim. No, sorry, Jishnu.
No, between Jishnu and
sorry. My apologies there. Now Srikanth hounding PSI. PSI is really the catalyst here. He is doing a very good job.
I mean, it was clear, like from what I could see, I don't have to be a steward to comment on that, but PSI held this line.
Srikanth running in the back of PSI. I mean, look, Harshi is going to say he had the grip.
Hitting him on the straight.
Harshi is going to say he had the grip and the space, but then again, you can't just run into the back of a car under braking. You have to anticipate braking points and such.
And this was starting much before on the heading up to 130R as well. PSI was just parked in the middle of the track, and Harshi was just trying to brute force his way through.
And I mean, this week, I hope we don't see a repeat of it with Srikanth and PSI, because I mean, that is exactly what it looks like at the moment, unfortunately. Through 130 hours, Srikanth. Look, Srikanth is. No.
That's just not done. You don't get on the grass to overtake.
And technically. Oh, he's. And again, PSI squeezed. Again. No, PSI. Why does.
And
Spandan makes contact with Srikanth.
Wow, that's really shocking racing from all of these boys tonight. And
I mean, I think they're just getting used to the car. And PSI
gets corner cutting.
I'm pretty sure he can get all those removed, because none of those are really his fault. He's really being squeezed into.
Yeah.
Forced into, not sorry. I mean, he's being squeezed.
It's fairly obvious, like.
And quick killer gets
There's
the
no way you're getting, putting 3/4 of your car on the grass and trying to barge your way through, heading up to 130R when it gets really acute at the apex. That's just not right. PSI hasn't put a wrong foot down, and I stick by this because.
And Srikanth runs to the back of PSI.
Wow.
I mean, PSI.
It's just really unfortunate for PSI. I mean, it's shocking what Srikanth is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Srikanth, he has the pace, but then again, he can't go around.
No, that's just not right. I'm gonna call on it. It's just not right.
Yeah, I
It's
mean
just
that
not
is
right.
almost
I
bulldozing
stick
the
by
cars
this.
around
I
you.
stick by this. PSI hasn't put a foot wrong. He's just defending really well, and you can't brute force your way through that. Get them in the DRS zones. There's literally two more corners to navigate. Oh,
And
and
Shrikant in the
Shrikant
pits.
dives down in the pits
I mean, he probably has damage and he just drove into the pits and he's retired.
and
He's
he's
had
retired
enough.
from the section as well.
He's had enough. But then
Yeah,
again,
that's shocking. That's really shocking driving from Shrikant Das.
I mean,
No,
that's yeah.
that's just
It,
horrible.
it yeah. I'm not sure why he was so eager today. We usually don't see Shrikant like this, but I mean, let's find out. We can maybe ask him why, what came over him. But
And I
Malak
was
says,
following
yeah.
this battle,
Oh,
and
Spandan!
then I was retired.
What? And that's a
Wow.
safety car. That is a safety car. Oh, JK going on to the gravel there. Where did Spandan retire? Spandan crashed. Oh, at the Dunlop curve. And the cars disappeared. Quick Killer gets another drive through. What is this man doing? Quick Killer. He does have quick in his name, but he needs to slow down. What do you do now when if you're Smith, Jishnu, easy level bot? Well, there are only 9 drivers, so what do you do if you're any one of them? What would you do as a racing driver?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily pit.
Smith is gonna pit.
Smith does pit.
Jishnu,
Is
oh, he
slowing
slows down. I mean,
slowing
that's
down.
probably for the deltas. Jishnu stays out as the easy
Yeah.
level bot. PSI is gonna dive into the pit lane, understandably so. Ibrahim is revving his engine there, and he is gonna dive into the pits as well. And JK is a bit further back, so I believe everybody's gonna go into the softs, no questions asked. PSI is gonna have to serve his penalty. Oh. Quick Killer gets another drive through!
Wow. I mean, this was his chance at redemption, and that hasn't gone so well.
If only he could have been like this in a particular league a few months back, it would have been very different. And Quick Killer's retired. He's had enough. I mean, you can't come back from 2 drive-throughs, but PSI is going to come out ahead of, well, all right. So now the driver who was being put under pressure is now going to put the pressure. Smith is now on soft tires and he is going to go charging after Jishnu and easy level bot. JK on hard tires has stayed out and he is currently P4. So all those behind him are really going to have to navigate through the Williams car, and obviously, well, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not going to push past too many judgments here. But in 22 laps, we have seen enough action for an entire season of league racing, I'd say. And obviously, it's 2 people in the comms box. We can't really follow everything which has been going on. So I think there's a lot more which happened off camera which we missed. But, well, what has been your highlight of the race?
I would say, like, just absolutely unacceptable. Now, like, you can't expect a driver to just move over and give you, like, just give his position to you. That's not going to happen. You got to fight for it. But you, like, let's say you're approaching 130R. PSI's car's parked in the middle of the road. He's not moving or weaving or anything. You don't try to get on the grass and try to overtake and make contact and run into the back of the driver in the hairpin. That's just not done. That's absolutely unacceptable.
Yep.
It's just not done, because, like, I was following this battle very closely, and PSI was defending really well. He was just parking his car at all the right places, but you don't brute force your way through the other car. It's just not done.
I mean, at the Casio triangle, shocking. Yeah, at the Casio triangle, it was pretty. Nah, I nothing to say over there. I mean, I'm usually always one to give the chance to the other driver, but in this case, at the Casio triangle, the final chicane, I don't think that Shrikant can really say much. PSI, I believe he didn't get a chance to brake because one thing I would like to say is that PSI how many penalties does he have on him at the moment? 6 seconds.
6 seconds, out of which like most of it can be removed if
And
he.
he did have to serve a 5 second penalty in the pits. So do we count
Yeah,
that during the end, or do
yeah,
we?
that should be removed as well. I'm not sure,
I mean, he did
but
serve it, but under safety car, not under racing conditions. So he didn't lose as much time
so
as he usually would have.
yeah. That's just awful. Like
Let's see how the stewards feel about this. I mean, I am a reserve steward myself, but nonetheless.
that's see, like moving under braking or like squeezing someone into the wall. I would understand, but in this case, Chips, what I saw was PSI was going straight. There's no like movement from him or anything. He was just defending. But if you feel like you have the pace, you should have waited 2-3 more corners and gotten him on DRS. Simple.
Well,
Regardless of the kind of exits you get, that doesn't justify you running into the back of someone. That's not an excuse.
Yeah.
That's just awful. Like like I'm really a shocking racecraft from a few drivers here tonight.
Well, we shall give everybody a bit of a rundown as to the rules and regulations to follow, and you can probably follow somebody in the midfield, maybe PSI. Let's see how he fares with
and JK runs into the back of Smith.
Smith has been spun and he's now down in last. Oh.
Yeah, he was hit by JK game. He was.
And
I mean,
ahead,
like, this is.
I mean, but let's just carry on with the rest of the race. And Jishnu has bolted. Easy Level Bot has got a pretty good restart there. And behind them, JK is under pressure from PSI, who actually might just have the best chance of winning the race. JK was pretty slow coming out of the corner there. I think that is the Williams coming into action. How ridiculous the Williams is. And Ibrahim and Hershey side by side. Williams and Mercedes. McLaren and Mercedes. And Hershey on
and
those.
We have JK going onto the grass there.
Yep. Oh, almost hitting Smith. Thankfully, he was ghosted there. But Easy Level Bot got a good restart. And he is hounding. Oh, he has a moment. He has crashed. And he's broken his end plate. And he is now tumbling down the order. Now PSI is in the best possible scenario, I believe, to win this race. I mean, I don't think he can pull away by 6 seconds to win it on track officially.
And there's contact between the McLaren and
Phantom and Easy Level Bot. And Easy Level Bot almost runs at the back there. Smith has to go really wide to avoid running into the back of Easy Level Bot there. And Ibrahim really holding up the pack here. Behind him, Phantom is rapid approaching into the spoon curve. Is he going to make a move? Yes, he is. Although he does decide to hold back there. Yep, and Ibrahim runs wide. Phantom still behind him, but nothing doing at the moment. Smith and Easy Level Bot so close. They make contact and Easy Level Bot has to go off. And well, I'm not sure what is going on with all these drivers here tonight. But I just hope that Easy Level Bot has no... Oh, Smith! I think he just avoided hitting the back of the Alfa Romeo there.
PSI really pushing hard now.
Yep, he has to.
This is the fastest lap of the race as well.
I mean,
he's still safe. His P2 is still safe, so he might as well get this win as well.
Exactly. You know? I mean, see, if he overtakes Jishnu on track and he manages to get his 6 seconds removed, he has won this race. So why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He most certainly can do this, while Smith can most certainly attempt to move around the outside of Easy Level Bot at this SS, not the Senna SS, sorry. We are not in Brazil yet. Smith, he's getting a good exit through the Dunlop curve, and Easy Level Bot can't really defend it. They almost make contact, but they do make slight contact, I believe, there. And Easy Level Bot on the grass there. Hershey almost runs into the back of the Alfa Romeo under the bridge. Hershey, is he going to send a move down the inside, or is he going to commit to the outside? No, he just holds on for now. Once again, Hershey with that signature sticking close to the driver ahead of him. And these two were the ones battling so intensely earlier on. Up ahead, PSI, I think down the main straight, if he gets a good exit.
And Hershey hits Easy Level Bot again.
And once
And
again,
they
and
make
once again,
contact.
and for a third time, come on. Sorry, I can't be encouraging this. Sorry.
I,
Sorry.
I mean,
Getting a bit carried away
wow.
here. I mean,
Wow. I have
we'll
no
give
words,
everybody a
Chips.
bit of
I
a.
have no words.
Yep, we will
Yeah.
give everybody a talking to after this. I mean, yeah, it was 1-2 and a 3 almost. PSI can't make the move here for the back. JK with a penalty. We have 6 retirees, 8 cars on track, and only 3 drivers without a penalty. So it has been a very chaotic race. Harshi, oh my word, let me just switch over to PSI, who is, you can probably follow Harshi and Easy Level Bot. I'm gonna follow the leaders here. PSI is so close to Jishnu through Degna 1 and Degna 2. PSI getting a decent exit here. And onto the hairpin they go. Under the bridge they go as well through the figure of 8. PSI very close, but he can't really make the move here. He gets a very good drive out of the corner there, out of the hairpin, and into spoon curve. Are we going to see a move between the Alpine and the McLaren being made? Can the Alpine get ahead? I don't think he can. The number 2 Alpine versus the number whatever McLaren. Can't make out. I'm not going to make an attempt either. But PSI approaching the Casio triangle. I believe with another lap he's going to be P2 on track secured as well.
Yeah.
With the way he's really come alive in these final few laps. PSI has done very well. He's done very well there, PSI. And as they go on to the final lap, he is going to get DRS. He is going to get the better drive, I believe, with his soft tires. And Jishnu, how well is he going to be able to defend it? These two going into the final lap, turn 1. And, well, they come close, but nothing doing on this occasion for PSI.
Smith
Although
gets
Harshi is
past-
retired. Harshi is retired. Smith gets past Ibrahim. And, well, let me just follow the leaders for now. I was HUD off.
That's podium secured for Smith. If he could just hang on.
Yep, he has no penalties, and he is definitely going to be in P3. Although we don't know what's happened to Phantom either. He might be able to get some of his penalties removed. JK moves up into P7. PSI still hounding the McLaren. Do you think Jishnu can hold on? Do you think PSI can get the move made?
Oh, PSI goes really wide there.
He took a different approach, but I mean that has lost him time. I'm not sure why he chose to do that. I'm not sure what's happened there. Harshi says he races on grass. I believe a lot of drivers were high on grass as well today with what we saw. And I believe has PSI what's happened? He has lost a bit of momentum there, PSI. And I believe that's it for PSI's attempts to win the race. Jishnu has done a very good job. PSI weaving there. I thought he lost control for a moment, but Jishnu in the McLaren has done just enough to hold on and win the Season 2 Division 2 Realistic Japanese Grand Prix. PSI finishes P2 after great recovery drive. Phantom and Smith gets past Phantom. I think Phantom
let him
by.
go. Yeah,
I think that was good of him to do so.
Wow.
Ibrahim finishes P5, Easy Level Bot without a end plate finishes P6, and JK Gamiverse is yet to enter Sector 3. But that was messy.
That was messy is an understatement. That.
Yeah, I mean, I believe we need to just give everybody a bit of a talking to. But Jake coming up to the line, and
Harshi says I race on grass because that's the only way to get besides anyone. I'm not sure that's how racing is done, but okay. Thanks for the. I mean, I don't know, this is just that's a terrible race to witness. I mean, it's just shocking. It's just absolutely shocking.
Yep, it was very dramatic,
invite
chaotic.
The podium sitters too.
As I'm just gonna see if Jishnu has a podium emote, if he would like to see. Yep, he is very shocked and surprised, and he is very thankful to all his fans, best fans ever, as a very famous race winner says. And we have the final classification as follows. Jishnu from pole to the win, but it was not easy whatsoever for him. Let me make that very clear. in the McLaren, he had to really work for it. PSI finishes P2 with the fastest lap of the race. He had a very good charge up the field in the final part of the race there, but his race was pretty messy. I'm not sure he would be pretty happy with it. Smith finishes Smith finishes in P3 in the Haas. A great drive by him. Phantom P4, we didn't really see much of him during the race. Ibrahim is P5. Easy level bot finishes P6. He made some contact with Hershey at the end there, which caused him to fall down the order. And JK Gimiverse is the last of the finishers in P7. He had a bit of a quiet race, but he did make a few bits of contact here and there. Our non-finishers are Harshi, Quick Killer, Spandan, Shrikant, Deadly Mosquito, Ajay Kumar and Manan. That is a long list of non-finishers. Well, let me just speed run through the warning incidents tab for the stewards per usual. And, well, nonetheless, okay, I'm just going to go through this as well. Alright, so let me just... do we have everyone?
Yeah, everyone's here.
Alright, so firstly, congratulations to all three of you, and the timer has just disappeared. Thank you, Codemasters. Alright, so I believe we're going to start off with Smith. Are you here? Yep, what is up indeed? You are actually, you did move up from P5, I believe it was, your starting position, to P3 at the race finish. So, do walk us through your race, Smith, and everything in general. Your battles and just how was it? How was the experience? Oh, one sec. We can't hear you, Smith. Do you have your audio sharing enabled? Yep, because Malav says he can't hear you. And meanwhile, I just asked Jishnu, PSI, both of you also please enable audio sharing if you haven't.
Now,
Malav, can you hear him?
Confirm if I'm audible.
I shall check myself. Can you just say something?
Alright, I'm gonna give a mic test.
Yep, you are audible. I just request PSI and Jishnu to do the same. Just check once. Yep, Smith, please do continue. Restart, sorry. We couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, all in all, I'm saying that new start to the season. So everyone was pretty much excited to get going and pick a wheel decided this time. So again, something new. And second thing was, had a decent race, had good fights with PSI, Shrikant, and I guess a Quick Killer also in the initial phase. And then not deciding on pitting on the first safety car, I guess was a good decision. Honestly, PSI took all the heat. And pitting on the second safety car was a good decision. Unfortunate, got taken out just before the safety car restart. So lost all the positions there, but then managed to finish P3. So good race all in all, yeah.
Yep.
Congrats to Jishnu as well on the win and PSI for finishing P2.
Yep. Congratulations to you. I mean, I did mention during the race that PSI was doing a very good job for you. But nonetheless, Redstone, do you have anything to ask Smith?
Nothing. It was actually a very good race from Smith. Unfortunate with that last incident where he got taken out. But other than that, he drove a fantastic race tonight. Good job, man.
Thanks, Redstone.
Congratulations.
From the best. That's you.
We now move on to the person who loves this blue car, the Alpine, the most. PSI, are you here with us? And do you have your audio sharing enabled?
Oh,
yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Bet you don't hear that on comms, but yes, Lamo.
That is a very nice way to approach the P2 finisher. And yep, so PSI, I mean, you don't need us to tell you that you had an eventful race, but just walk us through everything. And I mean everything. Just
Okay,
let it all out.
So I actually wasn't gonna race this race. I am very happy I did. Thanks to Stuart, he woke me up. Thanks for calling. And no, yeah, it was a pretty good race. I think qualifying at pretty bad pace actually, but like the race was good. The race was I was keeping up with Smith, and I don't know, incidents were happening, so I didn't spin or anything. But the one time I did, I didn't lose too much time at least. But yeah, at least on the mediums, I was doing good. When it came to hards, like it was just Smith and me outside, and then everyone was on, I don't know, mediums, and then yeah, keeping them behind was tough. But yeah, there were a few incidents. I got pushed off the track, and I got some penalties. Maybe I'll get them removed. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but yeah, overall eventful, but I think I'm pretty happy to be back on the podium. It's been like, I don't know what in a year since I was in the Alpine and like on the podium. So I'm very happy, and yeah, thankfully I woke up. So yeah.
Yep. We thanks Stuart for waking you up, because we saw a lot of entertainment and drama thanks to you today. I would like to get back to your end race shenanigans with Ibrahim, because that was some good, clean racing. But nonetheless, Ajitesh, Redstone, do you have anything to ask?
I mean, like, where do I even start, man? Like, he got pushed off like so many times, got rear-ended. Despite everything, he was able to manage a P2. I think that was a very good effort from you. I mean, like, how frustrating was it? Like, you were defending very fairly and cleanly, but people were trying to overtake you on the grass, running into you in the chicane. Like, how difficult was it out there to manage all of that? Because it's like, from where I stood, it was quite shocking to see such driver behavior. So.
I mean, I don't. I don't think I was frustrated per se. I was more like kind of just, surprised, to be honest. But you know what? I don't take things like this personally. So like, it just happens. I just laugh it out and just say lama lama, and it's over. So I just focus on the race and all the shenanigans, and just look into over incidents or something. So for me, it was just normal or whatever it is thing, just like whatever. So I don't know. I enjoyed it, to be honest.
That's good, man. That's all that matters. Good job on your P2 and your podium with Alpine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you, and on your positive outlook on all the incidents as well. And we now move on to the race winner, Chishnu.
Hi.
Are you here with us? Yep.
Yeah.
So it was a pole to a race win, but I can say with some guarantee that was absolutely not easy for you. Just walk us through your race.
Yeah, definitely. I think I had a decent lap. I had a few more tenths in the quali lap, but yeah, it was a good lap. I thought the Red Bulls will be up there looking at the pace difference, but the race was pretty straightforward at the beginning. Get a good start. I was leading till then. I think there was an early safety car or something. Didn't go. Actually, there was a virtual safety car afterwards. I went for that. It pretty much worked out, I guess. But I think PSI and Smith stayed out. Yeah, I had like few cars in midstream, like Harshi and all, who jumped me. And yeah, I think PSI also jumped me in the pit lane, which was. But then he spun around, which I got back. But I thought it'll be pretty hard to overtake him. He had a good pace this weekend. But yeah, pretty much kept it clean, to be honest. I didn't have a single warning also, which I was hoping for. But so penalty free, all these guys getting penalties. So I thought maybe I could gain a few positions like that. But yeah, there were a lot of incidents. Just kept it clean, and yeah, I got lucky. Some people spinning out, and yeah, so I didn't have to do the hard work battling. But yeah, I kept it clean, which paid off at the end.
It was a very good drive by you. You did keep it clean, no penalties as well. So good job, kudos to you. Redstone, any questions?
No questions, Vishnu. It was a good race from you. Congrats on your win.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yep, well done. And I believe with that we are done. So, yep, I think so. So, thank you everyone for tuning in for the first race of season 2 of Division Realistic. This was entertaining, very, very entertaining, and I'm sure this is going to be worth a few rewatches as well. Thank you, Redstone, for joining me today in the comms box.
Yep.
And thank you to all our viewers, everyone who dropped a message and whatnot, and really grateful. And with that, we conclude the stream. Thank you. Take care, and we shall see you on Thursday for the no assist division. Until then, take care and bye bye.